Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Funky Hellboy and you're watching Skullgirls Online Battles, episode 35, Buffs and Nerfs I Want. Hey guys, what's going on? In this episode I'm going to be talking about the buffs and nerfs and just all around changes that I would like. There's a couple changes that I was actually pondering over the whole day yesterday, because I'm probably going to upload this tomorrow. And I was actually talking about it with a couple of other people, and it actually gave me some good insight. Let's begin at Filia. I want Filia to be buffed. I feel like she's a pretty weak character, not the weakest, I'll get on to who I think really needs some buffs later on, but I do feel like she needs a buff. I don't like how they took away her 3-hit updo. I liked it, and then once they took it away, they just nerfed updo all around. They nerfed heavy punch, they just nerfed every single version except for light. And I didn't like that. I didn't like how much they nerfed it. They could have just went back to the original version of the updo instead of just nerfing it all. But one thing I do like that they did in the change was they gave a heavy punch updo at the beginning a big stop. Like at the beginning of it when you hit somebody. So you can cancel into Fanny Drive easier. You can cancel into supers easier that way. That's helpful. Everything else I feel like it needs to either go back or, flip up. I want her to be able to deal with zoners better. She can't really deal with zoners that much. I wish that she could deal with zoners in a way that she can go under projectiles if she uses her hairball. She can go under them if she uses her crouching heavy kick, but I want it so then her crouching heavy kick and her hairball have the same hurt box, so then they can both go under projectiles. So then a matchup like Parasol versus Filia isn't just a one-sided gimmick, because Parasol versus Filia is a really bad matchup just because Parasol has amazing tools like her jumping heavy punch, and I really want that nerfed. I don't want it to become useless, I just want it to become not so much as a thing that you can just throw out and immediately get combos whenever you want, and just, if you can throw it out, get a combo whenever you hit somebody with it, or you could just throw it out and just never be punished for it. I feel like that should be a little bit nerfed, but I wish Filia had some ways to deal with zoners. I just don't feel like she has too many ways to deal with them. Instead of buffing Ringlet Spire, I do wish it was a little bit buffed, but, what it is. Instead of it becoming just a regular projectile, maybe they should give Filia a actual super. An extra super, a Ringlet Spire super. My concept for it is, think Venom in Marvel vs. Capcom series, MVC 1 and 2, where he had that super, which it was pretty much just a symbiote kind of big circle, well, not really a circle, it was just like tentacles, and it would just move you across the screen with each hit, and it would just keep going. I think that should be the Ringlet Spire super. I think that would be really cool. Make it punishable on block. I think it would be a really cool thing to give Filia that wouldn't be too cheap. Make her like Magneto / Venom a little bit. That would be kind of cool. Now, that's about it for Filia. Maybe an extra damage buff, and that's it. But really, that's about it. Now, the second person I'm going to go on is Squiggly. I wish Squiggly had better damage output. She does so little damage for what she does, and all of her dive kicks are so punishable, except for her light version, which is not punishable on block, but even on hit, it cannot go into any combos, so it's not that useful. She's very punishable on a lot of things, and that's what I really don't like about her. She's kind of punishable. Like, her Liver Mortis, I think that should be her punishing tool instead of a worthless move. Why I think Liver Mortis is a worthless move is just because it has invincibility when you charge it and then you use it. It has it's invincible to hits when you charge it and use it, but it is not invincible when you go into the stance. It is only invincible when it comes out. So it takes actually a while. It doesn't seem like it takes a while, but it takes a while, just enough that if somebody's just pressing light punch or even a medium punch or even a heavy punch over and over again, the invincibility will never kick in. So it is really a useless tool, and in combos it's not really that useful either, because it takes so long for it to come out without it being charged. It's useless. And even with it being charged, and even though it could be in a combo with it charged, you wouldn't want to use that because there's so many better options for a charged punch special than just Liver Mortis. So I just feel like that needs to be, I think her dive kicks might need a little bit buff, or just keep them the way they are. I feel like she needs a damage buff, and I feel like she really needs a Liver Mortis buff as an actual punish or wake up tool. I feel like that's really important.
Valentine.
That's pretty much it for those two characters. Now let's go on to other characters. Cerebella. I don't want to say that she should be nerfed really hard, but I feel like she's really strong. Maybe a little bit of a damage nerf all around, and that's it. I mean, she's good at what she does, resets and grabs. I'm fine with that. That's what she is, you know. Like, and by damage decrease, I mean like maybe a 3%, 5% damage increase, just all around. Nothing huge about that. Now, Pinwheel. Something I would like Pinwheel to be, I think she should be, I actually find that she's okay the way she is right now. I find that she's absolutely fine the way she is right now. Maybe you guys have a buff or a nerf that you guys want to talk about for Pinwheel and that, but I just don't find any problem with her. Valentine, I find, might be the weakest of the characters. I find like she needs to get buffed, just in the damage output, or give her more options to reset people. If you gave her more options to do that, just give her more options to get in and then reset people, make her the reset queen. That would be pretty cool. But I find that she's just not that great of a character. Like, I find that a lot of other characters can do what she does and better. Maybe you guys have a different thing, but that's what I feel. Now, Double. The only thing I can think about Double right now that I would like buffed a little bit was just out of her. I can't even remember.
Filia.
Out of her barrel special. I wish that you can kind of cancel out of that. Like, out of all of her specials, I wish you can, instead of waiting for the whole entire thing to end, I wish you could cancel it and go into normals immediately. I find that would be extremely helpful for double play. And that's it. That's all I want for double. For Parasol, I wish that she was nerfed. I don't want her to be nerfed so much that she's useless, but this is how I want her to be nerfed a little bit. I wish that all of her moves weren't as safe as they were. I wish that she didn't have too many poking options. She seems like she has too much of an answer for everything. She doesn't really have too much of a weakness. Her Napalm Pillar, if it's going to be invincible at startup, make it extremely vulnerable at the... Make it a lot of recovery frames, because that thing is just hard to punish. And that's about it. Oh, you know what? Instead of giving her the slow moving cry, I can't even remember what it's called. But instead of giving her the slow moving cry, give her a new cry where it would actually shoot horizontally, but it would shoot at the lower part of the screen, just like a low hitting cry. Like, think about Tiger Shots for Sagat. I want it like that, and I want her standing cry to be able to be crouched under and jump and be able to super jump over, like, easier. If the lower cry is going to be the one that you can jump over, that would be great. and then the other one would be the one they crouch under, I think that would be like really fair. I find that would actually make it so then Peacock can actually be the zoner that she's supposed to be, and not actually sometimes be zoned out even more by Parasol, who is an extremely good zoner, and she's not a zoner at all. So, giving her another cry and nerfing the standing cry so then everybody can crouch under it, no matter the hitbox, even double can crouch under it, I find that would be an extremely well-placed buff slash nerf, because it is a new move and it's easier to place a low cry so then you can go into her sniper shot, you know, with ease. And that's about it for the episode. If you guys got any suggestions or comments on nerfs that might have been wrong for me to say, or if you guys actually think it's a little bit right, or if you don't think I went too far into buffs and nerfs, tell me in the comments. I would actually really want to know what kind of buffs you guys want and what kind of nerfs you want. That's really all I feel about the game right now. I hope that Filia gets buffed, because she just keeps getting nerfed over and over and over again. But one thing I will say that I really liked the change is her hairball being able to do the knockdown at the end. That's great. That's amazing. Keep that. Don't nerf that. Please don't nerf that. Okay. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Can I get a round of applause for our contestants? One more once.
Bring it on.
Everybody mind your marks. Action.
I don't have time for this.
Make it flashy, guys. Showtime.
Let's go!